Welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Please support us for checking out our new relationship ebook Revive Your Love for in the description. My closest buddy 35 and my wife 30 could be having an affair. I, 35, think. I had already posted this tale on another website. Most comments hold that I am not insane and that there is something going on. My closest friend once went out on several dates with this really stunning woman. He threatened to beat the crap out of her. He felt a strong attraction to her. I met her thanks to him. She ended her relationship with him after a few weeks. I have no idea how far it progressed throughout those weeks. But I am aware that my best companion is a hound. We frequently crossed paths in the singles scene. We began spending a lot of time together. I ultimately hooked up with her. And we got married. On weekdays, we don't get to spend a lot of time together. She is at work from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I am employed from 3 p.m. till midnight. My dearest buddy is still unmarried, free, and single. He follows the same hours that my wife does. When my wife and I started seeing each other, he handled it rather well. He served as my wedding's best man. Here are the things that annoy me right now. They are far too affectionate and cordial with one another. My wife and closest buddy playfight often, putting gentle blows on each other's body. They engage in tickle wars. He once tickled my wife while sitting on top of her till she begged for mercy. He occasionally passes my wife while tickling her ribs mindlessly, and she reciprocates by tickling his. Watching another man touch my wife is not something I appreciate. And he does it rather frequently. There was once a time when a group of my friends and I visited the beach. My wife was reluctant to swim in the pool. It was somewhat chilly. So she was lying in the beach sunbathing. My closest friend wanted her in the pool with him for some reason. He took my wife, who was wearing a bikini, before throwing her into the sea. My wife was on his shoulders, and I did not like seeing his hands on her naked stomach. She then attempted to submerge him. She was lying on his back, her legs around him, and her breast was against him. My best friend texts her more than he texts me. I have read some and it's borderline flirting. Do you think there's something going on, or am I going crazy? If you like what you are listening so far, please support us by checking out our new relationship ebook Revive Your Love for in the description. Here are some best comment from the community. LMFAO, so you're just sitting there, watching another man play fight and have tickle wars with your wife, and oh, it's my dearest buddy, so what, it's okay. Seriously? Well, it just goes to show how much respect they have for you, huh? With how passive you are and their lack of boundaries, no wonder. Keep sitting back with your thumb up your butt and remaining silent, cuck much. Wish you lots of luck with that circus. By the time you wake the fuck up, they will be in a full-blown affair, if they aren't already. unamused face, geez Louise, where the fuck do they find these people? Hope this is fake, because I just can't believe that you are this dumb. Your best bud is anything but. If you haven't had a boundaries and consequences talk with your wife, you are long overdue. As you describe the situation, it may be too late, but what the hell do you have to lose at this point? As you know, your BB and wife are acting way too inappropriately, for a wife and a good friend of yours. For you, I would have a sit down with the wife and explain that you will no longer tolerate the behavior ends now, and if she was a problem with this, she is free to pursue a relationship with good friend as a divorced woman. Then, have a conversation with good friend to let him know he is no longer welcome in your home and around you and your wife. Then watch how things play out. This may require some discreetly placed cameras and VARs. Be prepared to file for divorce if neither can stay away from each other. Good luck, stand your ground, because if you back down or accept negotiations from either, you will only prolong your pain and whatever respect they have left for you will be zero. This does not seem right. The start of your post was a little confusing. Did he threaten to beat up your wife before you met? Then you started dating her? Now they're very close. They do not respect you. Why are you hanging out with him at the beach, or anywhere for that matter? You need to sit your wife and friend down and set boundaries. No physical contact, and I'd say NC if you're not around. I would start looking into a lawyer just in case. See what your options are? The craziest thing of this whole story is that you stayed best friends with someone who threatened to beat the crap out of a woman, your future wife, and that he was then the best man in your wedding? And she's okay with all of this? And with him? Did I misread the beginning, lol? All these people suggesting that Op talked to his wife. That's hilarious. She has already shown she doesn't care, and I promise that she knows Op doesn't like it. The best friend obviously got his way. Op married this chick, kept her around, and he still gets to have his fun. Op has one course of action: dump the girl and the friend. If they like each other that much, let them keep each other warm at night. Leave them to each other. Your so-called buddy ain't your buddy, Op. He's your adversary and an enemy of your marriage. No committed wife would allow this kind of grab-assing nonsense and would tell him to stop once it started. This is highly inappropriate, not to mention extremely immature. Start by asking for your wife's phone and social media accounts. If she complies, then you tell her that all contact with him stops at once, and that if she wants to play water wrestling with other men in her bikini along with stupid tickle wars, then she can do that shit as a single, divorced woman. If she refuses to come clean, then you tell her she's got a week to move out and to prepare herself for the single life. Because at that point, there's every reason to believe there's an affair happening. In addition, tell your friend that he is no longer allowed around you and your wife, and that your friendship has officially come to an end. You got to stand your ground, dude. They don't respect you because no boundaries or consequences were dealt out. Thank you and until next time.